Good morning, gang. Jimmy D here, back with another and second installment of the game we started called Venba. A couple things I failed to point out in the first chapter is one of the achievements that we need to get is to create every recipe perfectly throughout the game. That being said, today's achievement will be making a dish called Puttu perfectly. However, one of the achievements is to make this dish incorrectly. At the end, when we have finished up the game pretty much and gone through and gotten most of our achievements, we'll have this one last achievement to do, and we can go through the chapter select at the very end and choose this chapter again, and we'll get that last achievement. That being said, go ahead and start up your game. And of course, once you get there, go ahead and start any money. Press any button, I'm sorry. And we are going to continue. Now we left off at the beginning of chapter 2. 1994. If you guys didn't get the hints, they were about to have a baby. His name is Kevin, and he's about 5 years old now. Just gonna button mash till we get to the recipes that we need to create today. Now I'm button mashing. I urge you to go slowly if you wish, so you can get a better gist of the story. I have two accounts that I'm playing this currently in. So this one here, I can go ahead and button mash, and the other one, I'm taking my time and trying to learn what the story is all about. Looks like Pavlan is looking for a job. Again, these dialogue choices don't matter. Looks like Kevin is learning things faster than Mom and Dad, as far as the native ways of Canada are. Puttu. A rocket. Now that sparked his interest. There's no rocket, but there's a cardboard box. A little bit of reverse psychology. Do you want to see? All right, guys. First off, we are going to prepare the rice flour before we actually start the dish. All right, the first thing we have to do, it's highlighting for us, is of course, read Venba's mother's recipe book. Again, blurred out, obviously, from age. And now, the next and very important part is to get the flavor text by pressing Y. And always the center choice, how to store the flour. And once we've done that, we're going to take our bowl of soaked rice and drag it over the blender and put it in the blender. And then we're going to start the blender and blend it all up. Then it's going to go back in the bowl. We need to take our blended rice and bring it over here to this sieve. And then grab the sieve and shake it over the towel. Taking all the fine flour out. And you'll know when you've shaken it enough, when there's no more flour dropping out. Now we're going to take the chunks that wouldn't go through the sieve and put them back into the blender. Blend them a second time. Then once they go in the bowl, we're going to take the bowl and again put it over the sieve. Grab the sieve and shake it over the towel till there's no more flour coming out. And then one more time, go ahead and put those chunks into the blender. Blend it a third and final time. Take your blended rice and again, put it in the sieve. Take your sieve, shake it over the towel until there is nothing left in the sieve. Go ahead, put your sieve down. At this point, guys, if you haven't gotten your flavor text yet, I suggest you get it, as this is the point of no return for this initial part of the recipe. Other than that, you can go ahead, never mind. Go ahead and grab the towel and put it in the water bowl here on the right. And this second part here is actually making the dish. Again, we're going to read Venba's mother's recipe book. And it looks like part of it got torn out and it's all smudged up from age, of course. Press B to back out. Again, next and more important step is to press Y and choose the center flavor text. Then we're going to take this bowl of water here on the left and we're going to put it into the Puttu kettle Grab the Puttu kettle and put it on the stove, but don't turn on the stove just yet. Next, we are going to take our flours here, coconut flour and rice flour, and put it into the mold. First thing is to take 1 scoop of coconut and put it into the mold. Next, we are going to take 1 scoop of Puttu flour, put that into the mold. Take another scoop of Puttu flour and put that into the mold. 1 scoop of coconut flour. And then, yes, 2 scoops of Puttu flour. And then 1 final scoop of coconut flour. Now you can kind of see the pattern here. It's kind of sandwichy with, let's say, 1 white, 2 yellow, 1 white, 2 yellow, 1 white. That's how your mold should look for this recipe here. Go ahead and put the lid onto the mold. Grab your mold and put it on top of the kettle. There we go. This is your last and final chance to go ahead and grab your flavor text if you haven't already. Go ahead and turn on the stove. Wow. And poof. Don't ask me how to pronounce that, but successfully launch Puttu. Now we just need to go through a little bit of dialogue here to get to the end of the chapter. And I believe Venba is trying to become a high school teacher, but apparently she keeps getting turned down. The next chapter is chapter 3. It's probably the shortest chapter, as there are no recipes. And it's just a bunch of button mashing. And now we fast forward to, I believe, 1999. Oh, 95, I'm sorry. And at this point, guys, you go ahead and pause your game. Quit to the main menu. Go ahead and quit your game. And as always, gang, have a great day. See ya.